Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate the time. We're back in, obviously, some enhanced protocols here. Does it give you pause or cause you any greater concern when a couple of vaccinated teammates test positive?
I think it always put things back into perspective of the weird times that we're in. Going back to Zoom football a little bit from last year. COVID is still a thing, and we have to respect it as such. Hopefully those guys feel better, and we're able to get them back. But right now this is the hand that we're dealt.
Hey, on Sunday, you guys just seemed more aggressive. It just seemed like the game plan was more aggressive defensively, a little bit more press coverage, things like that. Was that a game where it all kind of finally got in concert, Anthony, where, your pass rush, your secondary, everybody was kind of clicking on at the right cylinders?
Yeah, I think it was just great execution. Great game plan from Coach Woods. And the guys is executing. No matter what the call was, I think we executed the best we've had all year. Whether that was zone, man, pressure, whatever it was, rushing cover, working together, and being able to stop the run for the most part in that game. I think we all understood that we've played solid defense, but like I said, to take that next step, it all has to come together, and what a perfect time for it to come together. So we're looking to build on that and keep moving forward.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Daryl Ryder's next.
Hey, Anthony, when we talked to Coach Stefanski, he mentioned that Mac Jones is not playing like a rookie. So I'm just kind of curious, as one of the primary defenders, when you watch him on film, what's he doing so well, and why does his trajectory look so high early in his career? Yeah,
definitely. You can tell they put a lot on his plate as the quarterback in that offensive scheme, and he's handling it, like a professional. Getting him into the right call, right protection. Everything kind of falls on him, and he's doing a great job at getting them in the right play, the right protection for picking up pressure or whatever it is, and then being smart with the ball. I feel like he, if it's not there, he's not forcing anything, too many throws. Getting the ball down, checking the ball down. And they're using the run game really well as well. So he's playing like a true professional.
And why is it so tough to play in Foxborough? I know, I realize they have the championships. Bill Belichick's a Hall of Fame coach, but just what is it about going into Foxborough and trying to win a football game in that stadium?
Yeah, the tradition that comes along with it. Like you said, you talked about the coaching staff. You talked about the players, the tradition that they have there. The championship culture that they built. That's what you go into. And a lot of people say the Patriot way, where you don't lose games. They don't lose the game. They find a way to make you make the first mistake, and then they capitalize. So we got to go in there. We got to play smart ball. That's everything. Penalties, turnovers. We got to protect the ball. We got to take the ball away. Be sound in all of our defense, all of our offense, all of our special teams. Everything has to be sound, and that's what this game come down to this week.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. We'll go to Marla Ridenour.
Yeah, Anthony, when you talked about the defense coming together, how do you sustain that? Especially when you had like the perfect start with Denzel's pick six.
Yeah, that was perfect. Like you said, perfect start for us. Definitely got the fire lit. And then, John Johnson with, 2 huge turnovers. Miles playing with his hair on fire as always. D-line getting after it. DBs, like you said, tight. Greg Newsome, obviously playing the way he played. I think it's just building confidence and continuing to do the same thing. Just stay locked in on the assignment, locked in on our keys, everybody executing on the same page. And I think we'll be where we want to be if we keep playing this way.
Did today's practice show you anything, about that? Were you guys pretty just as intense today?
Yeah, I think we had a solid week, solid Wednesday for sure. As far as execution and everybody knowing their assignments and everything like that, it's not always going to be perfect on the practice field. We understand that. I think we have a great coaching staff that draws up great plays that we need to see. That the other team is going to run. So we just gotta I'm okay with not getting it right and getting the corrections on Wednesday. and then going out on Sunday and executing. So, there are some plays that we had great today. There are some plays that we had to correct, and that's fine. It's a Wednesday. So that's what Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is for. We want to be clicking on all cylinders on Sunday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Marla. Dan Lobby, go ahead.
Hey, Anthony, I want to ask you about a couple guys actually on your offense, Joel and Wyatt signing extensions. And, you went against this team last year with Indy. I think Wyatt might have missed that game, but then also in training camp, going against those guys. How hard is it when you have two guards that can get out in the run game and move like those two?
Yeah, they deserve every penny. It's funny. I talked to Wyatt on, when did Wyatt get paid? Saturday. I talked to Wyatt Saturday, and he was like, I was like, yeah, man, you about to get paid. And I'm not thinking anything of it. He's like, nah, we'll see. He's kind of shying away. And then on Monday, boom, he's, more money than he had before. So, definitely happy for him. Joel as well. I couldn't find him just now because I just found out when I got off the practice field that he got paid during practice. I think that's the most awesome thing ever, to get paid during practice, come back, and then you got a signing bonus right there. It's so awesome to me. But those guys deserve it. They work hard every day. I said it last year, one of the best O-lines that, I had faced in my career. Obviously, I practiced against Quentin Nelson and all those guys, who I think is a great offensive line, but I thought Cleveland was, that the same type of O-line as well. And, going against those guys in training camp definitely made me a better player. And you see those guys dominate every week. Like you said, with Wyatt and Joel being able to move the way they move on the football field, pulling around, Wyatt made a play the other day that I just was like, man, I would hate to be on that defense with him pulling around the way he does like a madman. But like I said, those guys, I'm really happy for them.
Was that the flying block? One where
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's just Wyatt does that, every day in practice. I try to stay out his way as much as possible. Him and Joel actually, but
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Jeff Shadell, you have our next question.
Hey, Anthony, I want to ask you another about the Nick and those guys testing positive for COVID. Does that make you wonder how effective the vaccine is? And are you more on alert when you want to go out on town?
Yeah, I'm not a doctor. As far as when it comes to the vaccine, I did know that you could still catch it. So this is not a surprise to anybody, I don't think. That we understand that you can still catch it. Just the symptoms aren't as severe. Stuff like that. And like you said, being smart. Obviously, we understand that this is still COVID football. At the end of the day, it's still out there. Some teams have gotten more of it than others, but you definitely have to be smart, like you said. Going out or who you're around and everything like that. Just puts it, like you said, a little bit more perspective when it's so close to home.
Thanks, Jeff. Scott Petrick is next.
Anthony, going against the Bill Belichick coach team, is that any different than the rest of the teams in the league? I mean, we think so highly of him because of all the Super Bowls.
Yeah. Again, you just go back to that mantra of Patriot way. Fundamentals, execution, and technique, and not playing losing football. I think when you talk about Super Bowl teams, they don't lose the football game. They find a way to win it more often than none, but they don't lose the game either. And, to be a great team, you have to stop losing before, you start winning. And, losing football is penalties and turning the ball over and stuff like that. And they don't do that as much. They're one of the tops in the turnover margin in the last 20 years for a reason. That's what accumulates to winning football. So, that's what they're built on, and we understand that. So we have to be on the same. We have to be on the same, if not better, page than they are as far as our fundamentals, our technique. Our protecting the ball, being smart, situational football, and everything like that. And I think we're ready for the challenge.
And how did JOK look today in his first day back, and what kind of boost would that be if he's able to go?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll let him tell you guys how he looked and everything like that. From my eye, we're good to go. But yeah, no, he's having him back was obviously it'll be a great boost to our defense. His explosiveness, the way he plays on the football field definitely will boost our defense, and we'll be happy to have him back.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. We'll go to Nate Orrick.
Hey, Anthony. To just one quick one on JOK. Have you been impressed by the way he's responded to different circumstances as a rookie? I mean, we know that he started training camp on the COVID list, and then he had the weight room accident. He had the stitches in the eye, and in the forehead, and then he had a throat contusion. It just seems like he's gone.
Nate, looks like we may have actually
kind of muted a little bit, but I think I know where you're getting at. Obviously, not the ideal rookie season, with everything that he's been through. But he's a true professional. He comes in every day, no matter what, with the same mindset of getting better, whether that's, rehab, whatever it is, on the field, even if he's making calls in the meeting room, understanding the game plan each week, even when he's not playing. I think that's the true testament of a pro. When you come in every day with the same mindset, same smile on your face, with the intent of getting better, even while you can't be out there with your teammates. And I think he's done that, as a true professional.
Thanks, Nate. Time for two more quick ones. Daryl Ryder, Mary Kay Cabot. Daryl?
Yeah, Anthony, I wanted to circle back to the pre-snap penalties from last week in Cincinnati early in the game. I think you guys were called offsides 3 times in the first 11 snaps. How do you clean that up and make sure that doesn't happen again? As someone who has called the plays and the alignments, that type of thing on that side of the ball, just how much more responsibility goes on your shoulders in that instance when you see those pre-snap penalties?
Yeah, I think after the first time, we should be on high alert of where we're lining up, and like you said, that starts with me. I got to let those guys know whether they're offsides or not, and if the ref give us a warning, I got to relay it to those guys. So I think we'll all be better when it comes to that. The pre-snap penalties are the ones that hurt the most, because the play hasn't even started yet, and we're beating ourselves already. So we can't do that, and we understand that. So that's a big, focus moving forward.
Final one to Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah, Anthony, just wondering, there's talk that Odell could possibly, sign with the Patriots. There are other teams involved, the Packers, who you will obviously see on Christmas Day. If he signed with the Patriots, he probably wouldn't be ready in time to play this weekend. But I mean, would it have any kind of impact on you guys if he showed up there, and was even on the sidelines? I mean, might that add any emotion or anything to the game?
No, I think a lot of the guys in here, we love Odell. We appreciate him and all he's brought to the team, and obviously my short time being with him, understanding the great teammate that he is. We wish him well. Whatever he does, whatever team he decides to go to, I want him to, be the best receiver in the league as long as he's not playing against the Browns. So, like I said, wish him the best and everything like that. Right now we're focusing on playing against New England and who's on their roster right now. We can't, we can't look to anything else right now as far as with that situation or with anything else going around in the league. Just right now getting ready for going against the New England Patriots.